Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600. Cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Skin.land is the site where you can sell your skin within 2 minutes and receive money on your card, crypto, or other payment methods. It's very easy. Look, put email address, set trade link, and bonus for you. Click on the gift, enter my promo code, and get $10 for free if you sell skins for $100. Pick skins you want to sell, click the payment method you want, confirm trade, receive your money. On Skin.land, you can also buy skins. Why Skin.land? The prices are much better than in Steam. You can check it yourself. Link in the description.
That's exactly what's gonna happen now as well. Easy checks it long, saw the mid, now has to go. Blue White on one, Blue White on two. What was that? Blue White! Oh my goodness, could have been another frag. Easy. Pushing in through here aggressively, on the line once more. Lampada thinks there's only one, checks to the left side and now takes them all. Oh, Lampada on the spray transfer gets scored. He hasn't had the greatest of games right now, so he has to pull through for his team. How many can he find? That's the one on music. Oh, the transfer! Down the spray transfer, beautiful. He knows where the last one is as well. Lampada on the scout. Oh my god! What, Lampada? What was that? What is that? What just happened?
Hello there folks, and we're back after a very short break. I do believe Pressy may have had to play one more official game before actually joining us here on the stream. And of course, my name's Sir Danny, joined here by Edu, and as we've been talking about it not that long ago, this is going to be the second best of 3 of the day. Pressy versus Monty Jen. Now, I guess we should be jumping into the game relatively shortly, so quickly, let's go through it. Predictions, what are you thinking, Edu?
Well, knowing Monty Jen on just this entire series has been very close up against Nexus. They put on such a tough fight. And then, you know, the transitive property, Nexus Gaming 2-0'd Prezi. So looking at that, you know, if you're just looking at it like that way of seeding, I mean, Monty Jen looks stronger coming into this. They also have a roster that has a lot of experience. And as you said, Prezi has big shoes to fill. So Monty Jen is favored overall on paper, but that doesn't mean that it's going to change because these map picks of Nuke, Vertigo, and Ancient, very interesting here. So I will say it could be anybody's game. It's favoring Monty. And hopefully we're going to see this game get close, because if Monty Jen starts off strong and stays strong at the start of game number 2, it's over. So I don't really know, but that's my predictions.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm also kind of feeling that Monty Jen is the favorite heading into this matchup. And well, for those who are tuning in, we could, I guess, quickly run through the vetoes. So the first map is going to be the map pick of Monty Jen. That will be the map of Nuke. The second one will be the pick of Vertigo by Pressy. And the third and final map, if that's going to be necessary in this best of 3, will be in fact Ancient. So some interesting maps that will be played here in the best of 3. And well, as we talked about it in the sort of analysis segment before the game, that yeah, I mean, this whole matchup in which we have Nuke as the first map, Vertigo as the second map, it's rather unusual to see it that way, but you know, we're expecting some good Counter-Strike. These two maps quite different from each other, and there is the possibility to see the opponents trade their maps, right? It kind of feels like Monty Jen should be able to win a map like Nuke, but then again, Vertigo, it's a different beast entirely. And Pressy, if that is the map they decide to go for, kind of feels like they might be able to win this one out, but that third and final map will be the difference maker, and it's going to be interesting to see this whole 3-map series play out.
Yeah, I mean, these 3 maps are going to be very close if we see Pressy really able to put on a fight, but yeah, I haven't seen Pressy's gameplay quite yet, and knowing that they are the bottom of the seeding here in the B groups does not, you know, bode well for them. So overall, I'm really excited to see what they are going to be able to bring for us. Obviously, Nuke is a map where, you know, as long as you are able to win some trade outs and actually get life advantage, retakes on that map are very common, very easy, in my opinion, for CTs if they have more than one player. over the T side. So looking at how that's going to be balanced out, I'm really kind of curious to see the kind of damage that's going to be dealt. But, you know, the only thing that is going to tell us how the games are going to go is time, as we are now loading into the games. And, you know, one thing I will say, if you were to start on any side for the first map here of Nuke, what side would you want to start on?
Oh, fair enough. I think it's still worth it to go on that CT side. Now, fact of the matter is, if your individuals are capable of playing well individually and hold their own, then yeah, CT side Nuke should not be a problem. Though it kind of feels like it's not as concrete as, say, it might have been just even a couple of years ago on which side to pick, because it does feel like, you know, with the force buy economy has, I guess it's fair to say, you know, here in CS2, it kind of feels like force buying has become even more rewarding in this current meta that we have of MR12. And so if you are constantly going for force buys, there's the potential to, say, pick up those Galils, if you get those bomb plants, perhaps even almost, say, an AK-47 purchase every single round. So yeah, the force buy economy is kind of favoring the T side a bit, and that's why it's quite hard to say on which side will generally be, you know, the by far the greater side to pick on and start on. But looks like I'm hearing game sounds, and it looks like, folks, we can finally jump into the matchup. So of course, guys, welcome to our first and final best of 3 of the day with the first map here on Nuke, in fact. And as we can see, Pressy here, CT side, Monty Gen, T side.
Yeah, pretty solid here. Now, I will say Prezi is starting on the stronger side, but it's about getting those bomb plants if you actually want to be able to force up here. And it's hard to plant on a map like Nuke unless you're going on to A. A is the fastest point of contention, but you look over at long, you see a few people pushing up the flashbang, you know, actually a smoke here and the flash to get them around the corner outside to A strats coming in. And yeah, they will be able to get right on site. Now it's going to be Sketch going right into Gizmy. Gizmy should be able to get the drop down, but here's Griller, high ground, wanting to now find a pick as the bomb is planted.
This is some good positions right now. Pressy should be able to close this one out, and yeah, does feel like the CTs want to try and go for this one. Gives me such an awkward spot though, but he will be checked, and though Skase wins the fight, Griller moves in with the P2000 of all guns. And now Pressy doing the fine job at overwhelming the bomb site, but they're still not getting all the frags, as Monty Gen very swiftly take over the A-bomb site. And for Pressy, it's never an easy attempt to retake on the A-bomb site, even though you have the high ground. That is by far the best position to try and go for the retake. However, it can get a little bit awkward if there are players right below you, and you might just be able to win out those duels, especially with the clocks just tapping away and potentially hitting a lucky headshot at the end.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, great round there for Monty Gen. The bomb was planted, they got all the kills, and, you know, you look over, still having 2 players standing is pretty neat. And you talked about those force buys, and yeah, we're seeing a MAC-10 Galil push, but wow, is this a stacked outside warehouse? Oh my, why are there so many people here?
Well, Pressy thinking that they might be able to maybe push the smoke, something of the sort, but no, they're just playing it safe, really. Pressy not giving any sort of intel for the opposition. I suppose they're anticipating to catch some of these players off guard and outside. And right about now, they're finally making their move. But maybe it's a tad bit too late. Gizmy in a prime position, spots out a bunch of players. They got their backs turned on him. And this, yeah, should be an easy round right now for Monty Gen. Just clean things up. You got the back 10s. Get that $600 money bonus with the kill. Griller very surprised to see that there are still players even picking up the P2000. As with a pistol, that's kind of been underwhelming. And nowadays, I'd feel like if you want to go for more bullets, just go straight up for the dualies. I mean, the dualies have been really good at CS2, right? The dualies, you know, if you're not capable of, say, holding your own with the USPS, because you have to be very precise, you don't have a lot of bullets to work with in the mag, in the clip. So what do? You go for the dualies. You know, 30 bullets, plenty of bullets to at least deal some damage on the opposition. And if that doesn't work well, then you suck at the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's completely fair. But you look now, and it's going to be Skej wanting to now hold this down. The buy round for this team. They're walking through the smoke, and we're seeing Lean getting up close and personal. But wait a minute, they're walking up and getting a pick. And oh, finally, we're seeing a punish here. Decent, but Shield on top of Marshmallow still holding that Guardian position now, as the bomb is actually planted all the way down in the B site. This could be a struggle for Prezi. They have a 7% chance at winning it, and just went up with the pick from Griller onto Lean.
Yeah, Shield's still at a really good spot, but he should join his buddies relatively quickly. However, Prezi doesn't feel like they want to go for this. I mean, yeah, you can see players already backing away. They don't have a diffuse kit on this, so really, it actually works out quite well for Monty Gen. I got a little bit scared there that the two players defending the B bomb side were in fact the guys with the Mac 10s. So the Mac 10s, I mean, they're not great at holding the B bomb side, especially if there are players that are coming from, say, B ramp, right? How are you supposed to win that aim duel if you got a Mac 10, you're, say, backup side, and you got a player on the other side with the M4A1S? So it's kind of good for Monty Gen that they don't have to face the players of Press Esport, because it did feel like that round could have gone the way of the CTs. But again, what really works out in the favors of Monty Gen is the fact that Prezi simply did not have enough economical power to reinvest in, say, the diffuse kits. This time, though, I mean, free M4s still at the playing field. They got some of those armored pistols. By all intents and purposes, this is still a doable round for Prezi.
This is definitely doable for Prezi here, and now we are seeing some rifles in hand. I like the amount of stack that we're seeing. This is all of the firepower that Prezi is bringing to the table, now wanting to try to lock these players out, but a little bit of a shot coming through. Will tap. Oh, what a counter spray. Almost kills Virus there. Kind of scare these players a little bit back from the CT side, and now the T's are going to execute all the utility flying over. But look at Virus, his angle's perfect, but he gets only one. And look at that, Griller, Becky doubled down, and with Ryu gone, it's just up the Shield and Lean in a 2v4.
Solid hold from the CTs. Not allowing Monty Gen to get up close and personal with those AKs. And now they got some weapons to work with. Shouldn't be too difficult for them. Shield spots out a Kip there, out in the open. Double P comes in. Owns some Lean. Oh, spots out the first guy. Deals damage on the second. Is expecting that Skaze has to be in that position. Recovers the bomb and books it. That's a great choice right now from Lean. You can still win this 1v2 considering the HP on the CT players. And Lean is going to plant it in the open position. Might even get himself a nice spot, or he might even go in straight for the duels. Lead. Is he aware spots of the players? But no, he goes out way too wide. I guess he didn't hear the footsteps of the incoming CT players, and well, Monty Gen will have to lose that one. But really, what a great hold from Prezi there early on in the outside position, having
a little gun there while Virus is matching him. Now, if we have two offers ready to fight, it's going to be down to the angles here. Look at Virus getting very aggro. Is the Flames going to be able to block? Yes, it is. They have no idea. It's right in front of them, and there it is. What a little blind from the Flames, and that's going to be through the fire and Flames. Virus getting first blood.
Not too shabby, they're aggressive plays. You want to see it on a map like Nuke. Equipped though. It's a dangerous spot to be in. Flash comes in, but oh, it doesn't do anything against Gizmy. He's got his back turned, and well, there is now the outside position. You got to be mobile as an opper on a map like Nuke, and he's doing a fantastic job. Meanwhile, though, it feels like they kind of left their position here, haven't they? Well, let's see about that. We got here the CTs waiting for their opportunity. Man, look at this. Virus, prime position. The AWB just up in the rating. Oh, how does Lean win that one? That's a great opportunity. They can finally move on the A-bomb set, but you can see the CTs are aware of it. Becky, AK-47 in hand, knows where both players are coming from, needs the backup desperately, holds the low ground, gets the frag on Lean. And Shield might recover with one, but with 30 seconds remaining, I mean, there's still time to actually book it towards the B bomb set. And, well, a bomb plan is looking likely, but can he win the 1v2?
You know, that is a good question now with 20 seconds left.
All right, looks like we're going to continue on with our matchup. As we can see, line 2-3 still in favor of Monty Jen, but as we can see, Crazy, fantastic job at falling back. Now, Gizmy could potentially just win through the smoke grenades and cause some havoc, but Virus, with that Molotov, will force Gizmy to move and almost wins the jump shot duel against Skies. In this position, though, Monty Jen still have plenty of time to work with, but they are displaying their utility on the A bomb site. Not really committing to the site itself, though. As they still have time, they will change their route. Virus gets the frag here in Ryu. This opens things up, and look at Griller. Still hasn't revealed his position, and so he can smite down at least a couple players as he gets both. That will put FNL in a very awkward position now in the 1 versus 4. Luckily, the bomb is firmly on his shoulders in his backpack. But with 30 seconds remaining, man, this is such a difficult round to bounce back from.
Yeah, it's going to be a save, 100%. Now, are we going to be seeing any of Breezy Esport wanting to get up close and personal? The answer is a pretty astounding no. I doubt that we're going to be seeing anything like that. You know, Breezy, they're taking it slow. Even though they do have the money to try to fight for this, they understand that if you allow FNL to go with some kills, he's just going to impact your economy more than you're impacting his. And yeah, likely a save here that will go uncontested, but we're tied 3-3. Wait, FNL? Oh, okay. Thought they were around the corner. They're good.
Oh, for me, that's the scariest moment ever. When you see a player, say, saving his gun, and so the timer runs out, and then he thinks that, okay, I'm just going to peek out for good measure. And it's like, why? That's the big question, right? If you make that play, once the timer is run out, there's a big probability that someone from the opposition will find you out and, well, snuff you out and take care of you. And so that's something you don't want to do once the timer runs out. Luckily, the AK-47 remains in the hands of FNL, but the other players on pistols, so you're not expecting much out of them, except for, I suppose, speed. Speed might be the difference maker, because right now, okay, Ryu, run and gun, man's been practicing in the hoods, and well, Monty Jen, without opening frags, suddenly an avenue opens up towards the B bomb site, and this is crucial. Virus has been the thorn in their side. The Opper has been playing very proactively, and if there's one thing that could eliminate him is in fact that fast style of CS, and well, Skies, he does recover with a frag on 1, and Monty Jen doesn't seem like they have a plan heading into this one now.
Yeah, they were kind of relying on being able to swing out there, but if they now know that the Opper and Skies are all set up, they're now going to have to rely on FNL to maybe make some space, but B-site should still be the place of entry. You do, however, have both Becky and Equip sitting in this spot, guarding the site down there as tight as possible. 1 in control, 1 in stairwell, and now, as they have 30 seconds, they are marching their ways like little ants, 1 by 1, right onto that B site. And this is where Becky needs to come up here with at least 2 kills, 1 kill, if you want to see them win this round.
Giving a lot of space for the T as Double P comes in, but Double Spray is stronger. There's a response from FNL. Left to see it with the AK-47. Now Gizmy. Oh no. His buddy has gone down. All up to Lonesome Gizmy with the Tech 9 deals the damage, but no. Simply can't pull it off. Fair enough. Tries to go in for those engagements, wants to back away from the radioactive core there, Nuke. But really, you know, in that 1 versus 3, what can you really do at that point, if not go in for the straight-up aim duels? If he somehow wins the fight against the 2 players peeking out at double doors, suddenly that's a very doable round. Suddenly, we're talking about a 1 versus 1, but yeah. Pistols, 1 AK-47, and a bomb plan for Monty Jen. I mean, that's solid stuff. Now let's see what they can do on the gun round.
Yeah, this is going to be a big gun round here. Shield back in the hands, has that op, and now Shield getting boosted up. And wait, oh, Skies, this is so aggressive. Shield's not going to anticipate it. And that could be a free pick or 2. No one's really going to be... Yeah, no, wait, Gizmy anticipates and gets it, but look at this corner pick, and Shield wins it. Virus... too distracted looking at the kill feed. Now it's going to be a Equip here. You need to pick up where Virus left off and will succeed in grabbing 1. Spots the player over by Marshmallow, but it's already too late. By the time they see you, you are gone. But Lean inching up. This is the player that knows how to secure a Becky. pushing up is not going to anticipate this player close quarter combat, but Shield planning not safe, instead goes gunned down, and now someone falling from the heavens falls to hell, and that's going to be a round 1 by Monty Gen.
Yeah, it felt like that round was a bit sloppy from Preezy. Yeah, we saw one of the players going up aggressive, looking for that early engagement, but it's really a one-and-done spot. You might get the frag, or in a lot of times, you're just going to give up an easy frag for the opposition. And so Monty Gen, on the back of it, secured the first frag. Then we saw the op kill there on Virus, I believe. And so Monty Gen have a great chance to actually close out that round in a 5 versus 3, though I say that Virus and the AWP. Love to see this guy, change up his positions constantly. Because at one point, we saw him, playing outside. Now he goes towards B ramp. So he's really a menace. And Monty Gen not always expecting him to play at these positions.
Well, what position are we going to be seeing Equip in? Very high on top of Mini. Yeah, Becky back to back, but that's Lean, who has lurked up and successfully taken out Skies. But look at this, the Molly scares Equipped right into a spray from Lean, lowering that player all the way down. But yeah, so far with Lean getting that pick and the damage done, yes, FNL is traded out by the Opper, but who cares? I mean, this is a perfect position for Monty Gen to just keep whittling away at the resources that is left for Preezy Esports.
Look at Secret as well. They actually have a player down there near the B bomb site. Meanwhile, Virus is going for the aggressive peek. Shield picks up that frag, and if you're Shield, you should be going down B ASAP. And he does exactly that, evades the bullets as well as Virus in the backline. So a really well-made decision. This could give Monty Gen the round. The bomb plant comes in, though we can see the players are close. Crispy wins the fight against Virus. Oh no, Thriller chucks in a Molotov right below his feet. Luckily, he has managed to evade the Molotovs, but did not evade the bullet of Shield. And Monty Gen, a successful round, and this is not the first time we see a player like Lean or Gizmy, actually in fact it was Gizmy once again, that made his way down Secret, and that is an area of the map which this time, Preezy did not have a single defender at. So that's a great opportunity for Monty Gen, move in the bomb site, go in, sneak things out. Notice there's not a single player here that make the call to make the rotation a reality. And well, Preezy, let's see how this one pans out. I mean, it's basic pistols here.
Yeah, basic pistols, and they are facing off against a very aggro Gizmy. Wants to jump up with this MAC-10, but look at Equip's position. I mean, only with a USPS, that is not going to be the best. But Skies does have a deagle sitting in warehouse. Gizmy's going to ignore that, just continue with that smoke push all the way down into B, checking every corner. I love the angle, but that's a better angle. Shield grabs Becky down with a clean long distance shot through 2 corridors, through a doorway, through a body. Absolutely clean with it.
Yeah, keeping it rather simple, though, as we'll notice here as well. The guys from Preezy have decided to, well, on their side, not really even slow things down. I mean, they're just standing still, like stoic figures, anticipating death at any moment. And I mean, Equip on the other side, he's ready for it. He's got the angle. Knows if something comes his way, she should get shot.
Let's hope so. I mean, if you're going to be buying a Zeus, it's a one-and-done weapon. 30 seconds on the clock, and no one's actually going to push into Equip, so he's going to have to reposition here. Wait, Lean might be able to, but no, it's already too late. The firefights are happening. Ryu on a double down, and now Equip is stuck, and now finally getting pushed, and yeah, that's the round. Absolutely washed through Preezy Esports. Unfortunately, not getting a single player, a flawless round for Monty Gen, securing them the half and securing them a solid lead in the polls, in the betting predictions.
Yeah, shout out to our sponsor, EGB. Be sure, guys, to click on the banner down below or use the promo code Apollo. Get up to $600 for the first deposit bonus. And well, Preezy, they didn't have to worry about cash flow. Finally got the money. Oh my goodness, guys. That's pretty unlucky. He jumps up, his body being blocked by the vent, but it's just a sheet of metal. So the bullets pierce through. Oh, speaking of someone peering through, Gizmy gets the frag here on Virus, and just like that, already 2 opening frags there for Monty Gen and Griller. Feeling the pressure, trying to abandon his post, and well, he'll get 2, maybe even a 3rd one, but no shield response. So nice attempt there from Griller. And look at this, Preezy. They have no idea what's happening on the map, and trying to go for some more aggressive maneuvers just seems like the right choice. So I'm loving the positioning from Equip. But for Monty Gen right now, key thing is to regroup. They have to regroup and try to hit one of these bomb sites, but they're so far apart from one another.
Yeah, the distance here is a little bit too much to deal with. Gizmi able to, no, not able to do anything. Now it's going to be a close quarter combat. Opshot gets it. Shield is getting a player down now with 1 left. It's Becky pushing around from outside. Needs to now open up their mind and get a few picks if possible to clutch, but it's not going to be easy. An uphill battle going right through. It's actually a 1v1. Hermit get a little bit too aggressive there, leaving only 1 can. We see Shield clutch with the op in hand.
Oh, so difficult. Oh, he has no idea of his position, and so Shield gets the frag on him. 3 kills for him, and well, some nice AWP shots that have saved his teammate. And well, have saved his team, in fact, if you consider what happened there in lobby. So nice scoreline here for Monty Gen, 7 rounds on the T side, and for Preezy, yeah, it's been a bit complicated here on CT side. We did see them string 4 rounds in a row, but the big problem for them is that, well, they haven't really strung much of an economy here on this CT side, and now it's back to, well, some poor weaponry. But even so, the MP9s can do some damage. Ryu waiting for the player to peek in, gets 1, misses the spray on Griller, so a good response there from Preezy, and well, we'll try to go for more. Shield misses the shot, but this time connects. Becky knows that the player is up close. They could go for more. He swings with the MP9, and luckily for Monty Gen, they survived this encounter, which is something you can't really say for the Preezy boys, and in particular, Lonesome Skies remains, wins the fight against Lean. Okay, but still, 4-7. This is not looking good for Skies.
Yeah, this guy might be looking at the drop. No, looks a little bit too far to the right thanks to that molly, and that's going to be the half. A solid 4-8 scoreline with Monty Gen cooking us up with a great round. And of course, again, special shout out to another one of our sponsors, Skin.land, here at the halftime show. If you guys are planning on selling any skins, make sure that you check out Skin.land. Fast way to get your money, not through Steam, instead, more money straight to your wallet. But with us now getting into our next game half, I'm really questioning what the plan is for Preezy Esports. You know, we talked about it at the start of the game here, and Danny, it's a CT-sided map. They got 4 out of 12 rounds on it.
Yeah, it's been a bit problematic, and the one thing I really liked from Preezy's CT side was, in fact, their outside control. I think they did a very solid job there controlling outside, but it does kind of feel like Monty Gen finally got their, so to speak, confidence up, and they finally managed to challenge those players playing outside, and we saw that Preezy didn't really have much response. Sure, Virus from time to time would chime in with a nice opening frag, but the rest of the players seemed like couldn't hold their own. And that was a big problem for a squad like Preezy and that CT side. Well, maybe the T side is going to be a little bit different, though. Sponsors here from EGB not expecting that might be the case. Monty Gen being favored, especially heading into the CT side. And in terms of equipment, well, we're not seeing anything too drastic. The USPs across the board, except for Shield, snuck it in some utility as well, and FNL with the dually. So FNL should be playing up close, say, towards B ramp, if he wants to get the most out of his 2 pistols, whereas Preezy, keeping things rather simple. So they might try to fake things out here, but really, the big push is happening here on B. FNL just clicking away, getting himself 1, Ryu responding with a couple, and somehow, in fact, Preezy managing to break it back to 2.
That's crazy. 4 of those players were blind, and they still managed to win the gunfight, leaving now equipped here. It's the only player left with full HP on the side of Preezy. Gizmi wanting to find him, and there we go. Full HP versus full HP. Lean is going to try to spot out 1, but they know this is going to be that A execute. The bomb now planted for Heaven. You still have a player up there. Becky spotted, and Gizmi executing. Now it's going to be Lean wanting to find Equip. He just has to isolate these 1v1s, but in the smoke blinds himself, concussed by the utility, and that is going to be the pistol round over to Monty Gen.
Yeah, you gotta wonder what Becky was thinking in that position, because he has the high ground. Playing up top in Heaven, you got a player below, sure, but you have a nice tag team there to eventually close out the round, especially if there are players climbing up the ladder, let's say, or if anyone's coming out of HUD. The heaven position is really powerful, and to try and leave it for the sake of maybe getting a lurk on one of the CT, I don't know. It felt like a decision that did not pan out there for Pree's Esport whatsoever, but one good thing for them is that they at least get that bomb planted, right? With the bomb plant, they can go for the force spy. At this stage of the game, it just makes sense, right? Get those Galils out. Get the MAC-10 there for equip. Utility is still decent. You at least have the 2 necessary smoke grenades to make, say, the outside cross a reality. Though I would perhaps go for a faster style of play if you're Preezy. Try and maybe catch Monty Gen off guard. And as we can see, Monty Gen even taking the tactical timeout to have that discussion, which is, well, cool to see. I mean, Gizmi and Ryu had a chance to play a Tier 1 Counter-Strike. Sad to say that they're back here at the Academy roster, but I mean, they got some experience, and on the back of that experience, you're thinking that they might be able to bring some, not necessarily innovations, but like certain structure to the team of Monty Gen.
Look at that, though. Nice shot from Virus. Oh, my God. Gizmi just on the flanking. No one's actually able to spot him thanks to the little tiny silencer there. But wait a minute. Gizmi, do it again. There you go. Another one down. Griller is gone. And what can we see from Becky? Galil in hand. Almost gets Gizmi spotted, but no. Spots the barrel. Gets the kill. And now pushed up against 2. It's going to be a death. And that is double digits on the board right away in round number 15. So what a great setup here for Monty Gen's first map.
Not too shabby. I mean, Monty Gen have been doing a stellar job that first half, and now on the CT side, they're also pulling up with some big numbers. And for Pree's Esport, yeah, I mean, you go for the force spy, and now you gotta face the consequences. You failed, and now you'll have to keep it simple. Save up that cash for the next round, because here, I mean, Monty Gen should just run away with the 11th. Maybe Pree's Esport could actually find some more success, but I'm really interested to see what kind of gun round can we expect from the T side, because outside control seemed like that's something they want to try and go for to do in the gun round. Perhaps even a bomb plant is imminent. Equip. He's got that bomb on him. Does feel like he wanted to try and go for the knife. Get a cheeky knife kill. Extra $1,500. But really, Monty Gen, at a round like this, will have no difficulties facing the players. Except for Equip, I mean. Cheeky position. Might get something out of it.
Yeah, not ideal, though. I mean, again, Preezy Esports has really been pushed back early into this round, early into most rounds, with just nobody still remaining. And oh, I think he heard somebody. Now, ooh, doesn't even swing with the P250. Immediately taken down. And what a round here from these teams. Obviously, it wasn't eco, but do you think Preezy can do 7 rounds in a row to tie us up?
I don't know. It doesn't feel like it, right? I'll admit it. It does not feel like Preezy has what it takes to even up the scoreline. I mean, this is just such a difficult task for them in a tall order, to say the least. Though, let's see what they can do here. With the AK-47s in hand, like I said, outside control could be part of the agenda here for Preezy. They have deployed a lot of utility on the A-bomb site as well, though not really committing in that area of the map. So this could be just a big waste of utility, unless they eventually want to push this part of the map. But I wouldn't be too surprised if some of the players of Monty Gen might feel confident and consider going for some ballsy plays. Push out HUD, push out Squeak, why not? You got rounds to work with, you can do stuff like that. Whereas Preezy, every single round counts. And here, smoke grenades being deployed to make the cross down secret a reality. Shield helping out his buddy. And now Gizmi is just waiting for the players to pop in.
Wow, here we go. Fire almost killing Gizmi. 5 HP and it manages to get away. Allows Ryu to pick up that angle, but this is going to be a fire fight. Oh my, there's a lot of players pushing down into secret. And now, can Ryu hold the line? Can you stop it? Looks like it's going to be a lot easier when Shield gets a pick like that. Smoking himself off to now trying to take a new angle. Getting flanked though, equipped, runs, guns, and guns him down. Huge. But will they get onto a site with 30 seconds remaining. They have to commit to one. It's either B or A, and you got to move fast, or you're going to be stuck in outside, and A is where they choose to play. Lean only has an MP9, and Equip is keeping it up with another great pick. 1, 2.
Oh, great position from Lean. Perfect to get the 2 frags out of his spot. Unbelievable. The Finel, oh, the wide swing loses it, but oh no, time is being wasted. Ryu could get this in the bag, but now he knows Equip has to go for the bomb plant, so it's down to the 1v1. He's got plenty of time, whereas Equip should feel the pressure mounting in a round like this. Ryu will eventually try to wrap around, knows the player has to be in this position. It's a matter of good timing, and Ryu, he's got it. Will win the fight against Equip, and Monty Gen secure their 12th.
Wow, I am surprised Ryu was able to take that. Barely any ammo in his gun remaining, yet Breezy Esports not able to secure a round after Equip had done all of the work, and now that's match point advantage. Breezy Esports needs to just get one round on the board to not look like Monty Gen flawless them in this half, but unfortunately, I don't think they have a choice. Now, a full buy. Virus pulls out the op. You have AKs across the board. This is the last chance that they got. And of course, they're facing off against Monty Gen, who is loaded all the way up to the gills with even an AUG to boot.
Yeah, weaponry is looking solid for Monty Gen. I kind of like the fact how Precy approached the previous round. You know, not going for straight up outside control, but taking their sweet time. Trying to beat out utility on the A-bomb side. Then, when the time was right, moved on towards outside, but oh man, look at the positioning there. Griller, the spacing was a little bit awkward. He did not have his teammate by his side, and so this means that if you're a team like Prezy and you're already 2-man down, what kind of move do you make? It feels like from here on out, it will have to be an act of desperation. As we can see, okay, Becky picks up a second. Ryu will close things out. There we go, eliminates the 2 players, and that should be enough. Skies, his position has been compromised. Could go for the swing, but Ryu closes things out. And so, Monty Gen, impressive victory here on the first map of the best of 3, and rightfully so. I think they did a great job here.
Yeah, an absolute beautiful game from these 2 teams. But, I mean, Monty Gen, as you said, really was the team that had a little bit more of that oomph on their map pick, though. That was Nuke. That's where they started off. And, of course, the last time I saw Monty Gen, we did see them start off strong in the last series. So it could change because they didn't win that against Nexus. They did get pushed back. So there is still an opportunity here for Prezy to really showcase their skill on Vertigo. Vertigo being their map pick, and a map that, you know, Monty Gen, I would say is pretty okay at, but it's so different from Nuke that it does take a few rounds to actually adapt to your play style and get your team's head in the game. So honestly, I'm really excited about what we're going to be looking at here.
Yeah, we'll see how it pans out. Of course, guys, this means that a second map will be upon us. So before that, we're going to go to a very quick commercial break. And once we'll be back, we'll be sure to bring you that second map of the best of 3. So stay tuned.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Skin.land is the site where you can sell your skin within 2 minutes and receive money on your card, crypto, or other payment methods. It's very easy. Look, put email address, set trade link, and bonus for you. Click on the gift, enter my promo code, and get $10 for free if you sell skins for $100. Pick skins you want to sell, click the payment method you want, confirm trade, receive your money. On Skin.land, you can also buy skins. Why Skin.land? The prices are much better than in Steam. You can check it yourself. Link in the description.
bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Skin.land is the site where you can sell your skin within 2 minutes and receive money on your card, crypto, or other payment methods. It's very easy. Look, put email address, set trade link, and bonus for you. Click on the gift, enter my promo code, and get $10 for free if you sell skins for $100. Pick skins you want to sell, click the payment method you want, confirm trade, receive your money. On Skin.land, you can also buy skins. Why Skin.land? The prices are much better than in Steam. You can check it yourself. Link in the description.
That's exactly what's gonna happen now as well. Easy. Checks it along, saw the mid, now has to go. Blue White on one, Blue White on two. What was that? Blue White! Oh my goodness, could have been another frag. Easy. Pushing in through here aggressively. On the line once more. Lampada thinks there's only one. Checks to the left side and now takes them all. Oh, Lampada on the spray transfer gets scored. He hasn't had great of games right now, so he has to pull through for his team. Can he find that's the one on music? Oh, the transfer! Down the spray transfer, beautiful. He knows where the last one is as well. Lampada on the scout. Oh my god! What Lampada? What was that? What is that? What just happened?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our second map of the best of 3. My name's Sir Danny, joined here by Edu, and we already had a chance to witness Nuke, and by all metrics, I think it's fair to say that Preezy was a bit underwhelming in that map, right?
Yeah, that's a fair assumption. I mean, honestly, with how Preezy was playing in map number 1, we kind of anticipated a little bit more. But as we are looking at our total map picks, bans, etc., Vertigo is where they want to be. This is where I'm hoping that they can really showcase, shine, and get a little stronger, as this is a team that, honestly, I don't want to see not take a map in the group stage. I mean, they have quite a decent roster, and some of the plays that they were doing, especially by players like Equip, were so potent that I thought that they would at least get the round. It really did come down to quite a few of those 1v1s that they were just not able to take. But here we are, Vertigo, time to start it.
All right, let's kick things off here on the 51st floor as Preezy now. CT side for them, Monty Gen on the T side, and early on, look at Preezy go. Looking for the early ramp control. Lean has already in a prime position to maybe catch one of these players off guard. Does go down, however. Meanwhile, the main push is happening on the B-bombs at FNL. Clearing out every single corner. Ryu will punch in the digits, and for Monty Gen, at the very least, that's a bomb planted. But Preezy will try and go for the retake.
Ooh, this is not going to be an easy retake here. FNL, Shield, Ryu. They know how to guard these. They have done it so many times today. But the smoke's still just buying time. Halfway for that bomb to go boom. It's time to really start showcasing your skills. Start paying the bills. These guys have the pain. And there it is. Already 3 down. Ryu with the double. Now it's just Equip, who's a little bit late to the party. Trying his best to manage 2. Can't manage 1. And that's Monty Gen taking pistol round with an insanely efficient wipe of the retake.
A really solid round there from Monty Gen. And keeping things pretty simple, you know. Having just that one guy move towards the A-bomb site on ramp causes almost the full rotation from the CTs, and what happens? Monty Gen just takes over an empty bomb site. For them, that is easy peasy lemon squeezy. And here, I mean, in a round like this, where the CTs will be going, you know, for the simplest of rounds, an eco. Kind of like the fact that they're, you know, stacking this one. Keeping it together. Hoping that perhaps they might just be able to catch these players off guard, and there we go, instantly. We're seeing the frags come in fact, in favor of Preezy. Now, that's really peculiar. But, I mean, right now, if you're the T-side team, what do you do at this point? You see a stack, you just run towards the other part of the map, and it's a good choice. They'll be happy to note that the B-bomb set is completely empty of any CT presence, and for them, that's an easy round regardless.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty clean from them. They know that they're facing off against pistols anyways, and now looking at them try to split off and search for some clues. Are they going to actually succeed in what they're attempting here? I think that, you know, we might see maybe one pick coming through from these CT sides, but Do you have a HUD, Danny?
No,
We don't
I'm
need
just saying it. No, that's not necessary at this point, especially here. This is gonna be an easy round, easy pickings, and keeping it, real. No HUD, no nothing. You're seeing basically what the opponent or the player is seeing. This is, real life.
Yeah,
real life
more
stuff.
accurate.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But now, with the lore accuracies aside, with these guys getting ready to fight their way through, I'm pretty ecstatic about this game. But as we look back at the map picks real quick and getting our HUD back online, I do want to ask people of chat, people watching the Apollo series here, what are your predictions? Do you think that this is going to be a 2-0 going in the way of Monty Gen, or will it be a backup for this team? Honestly, I could say it could go either way, but as Monty Gen already is starting off strong, they do look pretty hot right now.
Yeah, like I said, just before heading into the second matchup here of the day, the Monty Jet on paper still feels like they are the better squad, and rightfully so, man. I mean, they're a team with a lot more experience. We have to note as well that this current roster here of Prezi used to be their academy roster that has been bolstered up to play in the big leagues. But in all fairness, Monty Jen is a squad that still has way more experience. They know how to play the game. They played that game, at least two of their players had played it on the highest level, the highest echelon. So admittedly, Monty Jen is still very much favored in this matchup, especially after that win on Nick. But we head on over to a second map, right? The second map that has been picked here by Prezi. So there is the potential that they could bounce back, but in all fairness, it still feels like Monty Jen are in the driving seat. But D-side Vertigo is not easy to play at. A lot of times, it feels like everything just ends on the A-bomb side, but already we can see that Monty Gen, spinning that record differently. We already had a chance to see some fake outs and actually them taking over the B-bomb side early on. And I guess this is also a good opportunity as any to give a shout out to our sponsor, Skin.land. So if any of you guys have CS2, CSGO skins, Dota 2, Rust skins, etc., you can instantly and securely actually get rid of those skins for real cash on Skin.land. The website works 24/7, and don't forget to use our event promo code Apollo if you want to also check out our other sponsor, EGB.
Yeah, and if you want to check them out, !EGB in the Twitch chat. But as we are now getting into the game, Danny, it's time for Monty Gen to showcase what they can do with rifles versus rifles. This is what I think Prezi has been waiting for. They need to try to level this up and level the playing field, but it's not going to be easy. Look at that. We got Griller getting spooked back, but Monty Gen executing the B site with some potent power, as that is Becky with the double down. Can't get the triple though. Ryu trading out for his teammates.
That's a good smoke grenade being deployed. Will allow the CTs to still make the rotation a reality. The Galil spray, not too shabby, but now it's up to Lonesome Lean. The bomb is dropped, right close by the generator, so Lean will have to first and foremost get rid of the two players. Oh, they both line up, but no. Eventually, Skies will secure the victory. The first one here for Prezi. And Monty Gen still opting to go for the B-bomb site, respect it, but surely entering the B-bomb site is really difficult, in fact, on a map like Vertigo. The reason why teams don't want to go for that area of the map is that making your way from stairs is pretty hard, especially because it's basically just that one choke point where a single Molotov, 2 HE grenades, or even a smoke grenade can really obscure things for the T team. So if you want to hit the B-bomb site, preferably you want to do it in the late round when the opponents have already wasted their utility. But look at this. Even though util has been deployed, Ryu doesn't give a damn. Goes in straight for the action. Nice nade from Prezi. But really, Monty Gen doing a fantastic job now. Moving up ramp. Oh, man. We see Lean going down. Ryu chimes in with the AK spray. That's solid. And that opens up the bomb site.
Yeah, if this is opened up and now 1v2, we are seeing a full rotate over to B. Unfortunately, Prezi Esports just has Griller to try to hold this, but the read is there. They know this is going to be that rotation, and they should be able to hold it down. I like the idea. I like the plan. Are they going to be able to actually get this clutch? The bomb now getting tapped by Ryu, getting planted down. We do see the run in the gun, and that's Griller winning one more, but 32 HP drops down to nothing, and they can't do it. 1 HP clutch from Ryu.
Jeez, that was close. Way too close for comfort. I kind of like the idea that Ryu is going for the wide swing, but the problem is his crosshair should have been just a little bit more to the right side, considering he's going up against a guy with the MP9. Yeah, we can also see here our sponsor AGB giving the odds here for the best of 3. Once again, Monty Gen favorites. And rightfully so. I mean, you can see their individuals are firing it off on all cylinders. And it's fair to say that Monty Gen is looking cracked. Whereas Preezy, man, it's not looking too good for them so far.
Yeah, it's not the ideal position that you would want to see any of these teams in. And now watching Preezy in it for quite a few rounds now is going to be a little bit concerning. But this should be fine with the first blood going over to Monty Gen. Skies falls, and this is going to be that A execute. And unfortunately, all these pistols don't really hold a candle to the MAC-10 in the hands of Gizmy.
Yeah, the MAC-10 is good. Get up close and personal. Find the frags. Oh, damn. Surprised he kind of loses the fight against Becky. But yeah, not expecting much out of Preezy in a round like this. Monty Gen successfully get another one on the board. And finally, Preezy have a chance to reinvest. And interestingly enough, it is in fact Monty Gen who are taking the tactical time. But now, surely I would have thought in a position like this, if you're Monty Gen, you'll probably just keep on playing, right? You got the lead, you've got economy, you don't have to worry about a thing. But instead, they consider, you know what? You got to chillax, take that necessary tactical timeout, maybe think a few rounds ahead, not just say this upcoming 6th round. But yeah, Monty Gen, I'm really surprised at how seriously they're taking matters.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, though. You have to really be able to fight for your life here, and they are. Now, I will say, Preezy, are they bringing the same level of fight that Monty Gen is? I think the bare bones answer is just no. But that can change. It's a rifle round again here, Danny. And if a rifle round's online, then we can see a little bit of a change coming through. And looks like Ryu getting flashed out. It's actually not going to spot anybody. Wait, we're about to see a big boost here. Yeah, big boost. Nice from Skies.
Last way to kick things off for Preezy, they needed that. Maybe Virus can also get a frag of his own. Oh no, Virus, the guy that misses. No worries though, Shield with the MAC-10. What can he do at this point? They have to move in quickly, wins the fight against Griller. So he does have bombs to control, and luckily for him, his buddy was carrying the bomb. So a bomb plant is looking imminent. But can he win out the 1 versus 2? That's the big question, because Skies and Becky can make this work. The one downside for them is that they don't have a kid, but if they find the player fast enough... Oh, Shield! What a great frag on 1! Looking for more, but Skies wins it out. Uses the pillar to his advantage, and well, Preezy, that was a bit of a scary round, but a victory nonetheless. So Preezy, hats off to them. Nice to see the early boost happening there in ramp, guaranteeing them the first frag. And I was so assured that, Virus, we saw that guy play on Nuke, going for those early and aggressive engagements, and he was so good at it on the CT side of Nuke. I thought we might see something like that here in Vertigo, but thus far, misses the first shot with the 8WP, but surely he'll still have plenty of more opportunities here.
Surely. I mean, surely. But I don't know. Based on the way that Monty Gen kind of shuts down every time Virus pulls out any of these guns, I don't know if, we're round 7, 5 more in this half. It could be anybody's game, and with Shield pulling this op out, I'm kind of concerned just a little bit about what's about to happen.
Yeah, Virus right now is just holding mid with the big green. And in his case, he's not going to see any players thus far. There's a lot of concentration of players here up in ramp. Shield. There was a bit of a gap for him to work with, and that was enough to get the frag with a quip. They can pursue matters even further. Gizmy with the MAC-10, and Ryu also looking for his opportunity. Potentially, if this is in fact the A push here from Monty Gen, they might just get a good lurk on these players who may not anticipate what's happening. In Skies gets the frag here on lean. Gizmy with the response, the MAC-10. So good for Gizmy. And if you're Monty Gen, all you have to do right now is just play the waiting game. Allow your player Ryu to get in position and maybe cut off rotations. In fact, maybe he even has the intel that the B bomb site is completely open, so gives the call for his teammates. Monty Gen make the rotation, and this kill, means everything right now. Ryu secures it, and if you're Becky, there's no way you want to go for this.
Yeah, I think they are going to try to commit to it anyways, though. I mean, it doesn't seem optimal, but this is a team that really does like to put up a fight, and I think they are going to be going for this in a little bit of a save, actually. No, but Becky, no. I thought he was going to go for something, maybe some exits, but no, I think it's just, again, another save. So this will be a pretty reasonable move over now from this side.
Yeah, it's fair. You know, keep the AWP for the next round. Perhaps maybe give it to someone else. See if they can actually have a good showing with the op. Because right now, Monty Gen having a sniper rifle on their side means they have to slow things down, right? They can't just go for the straight up plays. Otherwise, Shield may not be put in a good position to find an opening frag. But you know, they can always change up their playbook. And for a team like Breezy, I think it's even necessary, you know, once you have that sniper rifle on the CT side, this is, I guess, the one similarity between a map like Vertigo and a map like Nuke, where the operator has to be very mobile, because things can change very rapidly on a map like Vertigo. Initially, though, it does make sense, you know, to hold on areas of the map like middle as well as the A-bomb side, but it does feel like if it comes down to a, say, hit on the B-bomb side, suddenly the operator making the rotation from either middle or say the A side has a really difficult time going for the retake, because some of those angles are a bit awkward for an operator to take, because if you're potentially swinging out for one angle, you expose yourself to like 2 or maybe 3 different angles. So in a retake scenario, yeah, the AWP kind of sucks on Vertigo, but going for those initial engagements and being a thorn in the side of the T's is definitely possible.
Well, let's hope that they are going to be that thorn. I mean, it's a big branch to try to get that op into a kill here. And you look at Virus getting aggressive, and you talked about these angles that they have to be taking. I think an aggressive angle does work, as you do see quite a few times that Monty Gen will push up on this, but I think Shield's predicting it. What we saw a couple days ago is that Shield loves this angle, is able to get quite a few picks against Nexus Gaming last time we saw them. So let's see it. Flashbang now out, and oh, Virus too aggressive. Why are you furthest pushed up? Your team waiting and watching with USPSs in hand. So unfortunate from them. And now the plan for Monty Gen is just to hold that W key and get these players. I think they just spotted the shoulder of one, and there it is. Gives me with the double kill.
Felt like that was a little bit awkward for a guy like Virus getting up close, looking for that opportunity. I guess he just wasn't aware of his teammate's positioning. Otherwise, you'd perhaps question whether it's worth it to go for a peek like that. Here, though, let's see what's going to happen. Griller and Becky, anticipating that this will be, in fact, now the A-bomb site hit. So maybe they can salvage a few guns out of this somehow if they decide to go for the full-on wraparound, but really you're not expecting much out of the Breezy squad. This is looking like an inevitable round for Monty Gen. 6 for them on the T side of Vertigo is a really solid effort. Right? That's going to be a nice shot there from Becky. Are they really trying to go for this? I mean, Becky's got a defuse kit, so he could go for some really ballsy play, but once the smoke grenade trades, really, Monty Gen should have this in check the jiffy. Ooh!
Great pick. Oh, nice. Griller. Okay, Griller. And there it is. I mean, look at how low everybody was. Griller did have a good chance at actually clutching that up, but the problem is it just just does not want to miss at all, getting that 3-piece down for their team. So clean. And now we're going to be getting into a pretty large gap between these two teams. So if they want to be able to really throw this up a bit, it's going to have to happen now. So when you're looking at this game right now, what are your expectations? What's the reality that these guys are going to be living in?
Well,
okay, this is early.
In the case of Breezy, I want to see some more aggressive plays out of them, really. Especially in the mid area of the map. That's one part of the map they haven't really contested. Same could be said for B. So kind of like the fact that Breezy early on putting 2 players on the B bomb side. But still, the way they're playing this one is rather safe. They're not going for any engagements. If anything, it looks like Monty Gen in the driver's seat. They can dictate the way they want to play this one, and it's basically coming down to whether Breezy can respond in time. And this time, as we can see, ramp control seems like it's on the agenda for Monty Gen, and they will start to deploy some utilities. So for Breezy, that's some information, and wow, look at this. Flashbang comes in for Becky. Driller moves in with a frag, so that's a good opener. That smoke being broken gives me... doesn't spot out the player. This is a very powerful position behind the pillar. And as the smoke grenade begins to fade, you can see Preezy making the rotations as well. And look at the setup. It's a solid one for Preezy. Picking up a few good frags and maybe even picking up the round. Finally, something goes the way of Preezy Esports. This is by far the most, I say, dominant round they've had here on Vertigo.
I agree. I think we are seeing a very confident team right now, and if that continues to be the point here, they should be able to get into this with some decent style. So Preezy needs to just finish the job, needs to find Ryu, and they do. So you're right. Now with this, they're halfway to getting this game a little bit clutched up. And I believe if they can manage that, well, we could see this go into overtime. As Monty Gen, I think they've really slowed down a lot. I mean, we're seeing them lose a couple rounds that I did not expect them to. So with this being a bit of a 50-50, Monty Gen coming in with a light, well, actually a full buy, they should be okay moving forward. But still, it is a lot of back and forth from these two guys.
Yeah, right now with Preezy having more utility to work with, Monty Gen has slowed things down towards ramp, but now they're going back to their old ways, and Lean early on gets the frag. On the cement back position, oh, it's very powerful. There could be nades incoming, and so he, it evaporates at the right time. Meanwhile, Monty Gen, you get the early frag, and, well, forget about ramp. Preezy, you need at least 2 players on the A bomb side, so we shouldn't be seeing any crazy rotations out of this just yet. Meanwhile, they might think that an opening could present itself on the B bomb side. Becky goes in for the spot, sees the player, but now here comes the push. Griller in a prime position once again, picks up the 1, goes down. But Becky needs to hold the line for as long as he can because rotations are swift, and Becky gets 2 out of it. So Shield has to back away. He does have the bomb on his shoulder, so he could attempt for the 1 versus 3, but so far, a good hold at the B bomb side.
Yeah, very good hold from them, and they should be able to keep this moving. Now, with only 1 left, Shield has that bomb and free sight, as we said, and they should be able to maybe get a bomb plant here. That would be a massive opportunity for this team. Just getting some money back.
Yeah, because money is not looking that great for Monty Gen. And the first half is coming to a close, so Shield might actually get that bomb planted. So extra money here for Monty Gen. Winning the round, though, becomes a whole different ordeal. He does hear the footsteps. A lot of players coming his way. Peeking out there 1 by 1 could be a huge mistake, and Shield makes it interesting, especially with the Galil having so many bullets. That could have been enough, but Equip, he allows his 2 teammates to die, but really at the end of it, they still win the round regardless. So great for Preezy. A must-win round, you might even say, for Preezy. And Monty Gen, yeah, you can see the bomb plant was really important for them because now they can at least go for a partial investment, getting those pistols, the MAC-10 they're on for FNL, and maybe even continue going for this faster style of CS because so far it has been working for them. For, at least when they go out to push ramp, they secure the early frag almost every single time, it feels like. But this time, Lean will be going down to Skies.
Yeah, and look at that. Great opening. Again, we're just seeing them really be consistent here. But look at Hermit jumping up. Bye-bye. What a spray down with the MAC-10. Might be able to find another one. The blind comes through, but the sprays did not. Becky takes a dink. Will get a dink and take out another. FNL is just keeping it going now. It's a new day here for Monty Gen. It's a 2v3. The nade makes it a 2v2.
Yeah, no bomb plant just yet. Ooh, that's a good opener. Nice one there from Preezy, just as things start to look very awkward on the B bomb side. Luckily, they get the round win. And Monty Gen, yeah, this just goes to show you could not underestimate this team under no circumstances, even when they're on pistols. And yeah, slowly but surely, Preezy is clawing back into this second map. Luckily for them, they might just be able to even up the scoreline. So all in all, if you make it 6-6 on a map like Vertigo, it's still doable, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. But that's if they get it 6-6. I mean, even 7-5, not too shabby. But looking at the streak that they've been on, looking at the way that they've been pushed back so many times with an opening like this, it really changes things. What a shot from Virus. Might be able to find another one as the smoke fades. And yeah, Lean's gone. Huge picks on Shield and Lean. No oppers to deal with. Might be able to spot another, but no, Gizmy is actually getting aggressive.
He's going to try to go for it. Molotov being deployed, but he's making a lot of noise. Oh man, and Virus gets the shot on one. He's expecting the player to bounce back, and well, he had his back turned. And it gives me, he might survive that one, but FNL, good position for one. Almost the second guy as well. Looked very solid for Monty Gen at one point. Gives me, perhaps even breaking the smoke, but really, wins it against the player. That's huge. It gives me, better put on your running shoes, because if you're going towards B, Preezy is already there waiting for you at the ready. But he can still play this one smart. 30 seconds remaining. Doesn't have to commit to the bomb site just yet. Could play around. Gives me, going for the peak. Doesn't really see a single player just yet, and that is a good side. He will try to swing out to get the fight on one, but loses it to Skies. And so Preezy making it 6-6, winning those last 4 rounds in a row. So maybe that's gonna give them some momentum moving into the second half here of Vertigo.
Yeah, I think 6-6 half. This is the best that we've seen them play pretty much the entire tournament, being this close. And honestly, a 4-round-in-a-row streak against a team that had kind of set them back a bit in that map 1. I mean, 4-13 scoreline, not ideal. But Danny, now getting into map number 2, it's also a switch of the sides. This is a CT-sided map. The rotates are faster. The just angles you get at the early side, you're always in the high ground position. You have that advantage of height. You have that advantage of the fact that they have to come to you. It's just everything favors the CTs. That's why you just look at this, and it's baseline a 63%. Just at the pistol round. But you also see a baseline pretty heavily for Monty Gen's betting odds as well. They are just really winning the favor of a lot of these players.
Yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Preezy Esport, man, look at the pace here. Simple stuff, but the rotation is in here for Monty Gen. They already have 4 players on the bomb side. All you gotta do is just click some heads, and Virus does exactly that. Where's the response from Monty Gen? Well, there's nothing much they can do. With smoke blocking them off, Gizme goes in for more, but Virus with the response. So a very swift round from Preezy. Nice shot there from Ryu. Still, okay, a second one for him. Suddenly there's a chance, but players jumping up. Ryu's being faced. No! Oh man, that was way too close for comfort. If you're Preezy, you make sure you win that round with all 4 players alive, and don't give any hope for Monty Gen, but they do exactly that. So Preezy, I mean, hats off for winning the pistol, but like I said, you want to make sure you win these rounds as clean as possible without giving any hope for the CTs.
Yeah, and there's a lot of hope for these guys still alive. I mean, this is looking pretty good. Monty Gen will be forcing up a bit, though. Gizme is the only one with a rifle. Should be able to maybe make some impact damage plays. You never really know. You never know what the main plan is for these two teams, but I think they might be able to figure out something and do something nice for us.
Oh, nice little boost. I mean, I don't think Preezy will be expecting the force buy, and the M4UNS in that position could at least grant you the 1 frag. Oh, not surprising. Don't worry, Ryu's got the dig. Good for 1. I wonder if they want to commit for this. After all, they made a lot of noise, and the CTs are aware of the push happening at FNL. Great shot on 1. That would at least slow down the push. In fact, Preezy's still going for it. What are they doing? Through smoke, it's so risky. And yet, it's the CTs that are coming out on top. The double peak! But Skies wins it out. Now Shield, up close with the 5-7. He can deliver the lethal blow as he picks up the frag on 1. And it's all up to Skies. Doesn't win the fight against Lean. And so, just like that, Monty Gen respond with a victory of their own in Preezy Esport. Man, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage. I mean, Monty Gen went in there with a single rifle and walks out with a win. And now you look at this and there's not a lot of options. There's not a lot to really just showcase that this team is going to be able to really force these players back out for them. Now, Preezy, they have nothing. Deagle's in hand. They're going to have to rely on some insane aim if they want to get a round back and keep themselves in a decent momentum early into this half.
Yeah, let's see. Preezy slowing things down, waiting for the utility to be used by the opposition. At this point, the Molotov, as well as the smoke grenade, will hold down their progress. they might have to consider other avenues of attack, or at the very least be more patient. As with a minute and 10 seconds remaining, there's still the possibility to abandon your position towards the A-bomb site and go towards B. It is going to be difficult to enter that area of the map, especially with the CT players still having utility. I believe it's Rio. Yeah, in fact, Rio alongside of Fennel who are holding that position. They have the smokes, the Molotov if necessary. So a lot of time has been wasted, and if Crazy want to change up their setup, they might run into a brick wall on the B side.
I think we are going to be seeing that brick wall pretty soon here. With 40 seconds left, they have to start pushing up A ramp instead. I don't think they even have time to go B at this point. The smokes will come through, but peeking beforehand, they are spotted. Don't actually take too much damage. They're still alive. Now they're starting to take some damage. Here we go. Shots fired. Flashbang's finally out, but Gizmy right through the smoke. Grabs Skies down. Grabs Skies. And might be able to do it again. We are seeing a little bit of a push, though. Lean. Ooh, Equip almost getting on the aggression. 5 seconds left. You have to plant, and they commit to the bit, but it fails. Everyone's flopping down, and even with them on the site for a solid 30 seconds, they don't even get the bomb planted.
That kind of sucks there, Crazy, because yeah, you have so many players on the site, and you're thinking, okay, bomb plant is like looking imminent, right? We got the side, there's a bunch of smoke grenades, fog of war should be in our favor, right? But suddenly you see, okay, the fog's down, the fog's just simply gone, and no bomb plant, and just a bunch of dead bodies. So that kind of sucks for Preezy. And here, look at Ryu. Oh, the MP9. He can torn these players to shreds. Like a real good bureaucrat. But let's be real. The Preezy want to just give up their lives for the sole MP9, or maybe the M41S of FNL. We'll see. No, M41S it is.
This is good. Good pick there for an FNL. And I mean, they're again not having the best weaponry. And now with the high ground, mollies, fires, everything scaring these players back, I think Rio's just going to drop down. Kind of knows he's got to get it. What? A kill? Oh my God. Rio can... Oh, he's on the road for it. And that's the round. Oh my God. What? And so much utility, and it's just a massacre, and they don't even get one. Like, you look at that, and the reason I'm so in awe, it's eco kills, but Preezy didn't do more than 30 damage that round.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I mean, it feels like Monty Gen, you go up against them, and it's like a brick wall. And the Glocks, well, unable to penetrate that wall. AK-47 still, as well as the Lil in the hands of Virus might just be enough. As in a round like this, I mean, Preezy is slowing things down, rightfully so. This is a very important round for them, so you don't have to play it fast. You can just wait for the opponents to waste their utility, and then you can begin to move up ramp. Flashback there for Gizmy to spot things out. Doesn't see a single player thus far. And as you can see, yeah, Monty Gen feeling a bit, I would say, the pressure. Wasting a lot of their utility quite early on.
Well, if they don't have that much utility to work with, I think Preezy might be able to take advantage of that. You look at how much they got, though. Shield hasn't thrown a single one. Ryu still sitting on pretty much all of the mainstays. They just don't have a lot of flashbangs for retakes. So Monty Gen's main plan here is you do want to hold sites here. You want to go down with the ship, because retakes for your team is going to be very hard. But we're seeing more utility being used, and with 45 seconds remaining, they have to start moving fast. This is Preezy Esports' time to shine. They still have a solid 4 flashbangs to get through the wall that is Monty Gen.
But you can see they're also getting info at B. Ryu didn't see a single player, so now he's making the rotation. So 3 players currently on the A-bomb site, but looks like it might just be a bit more. But look at this, 20 seconds remaining, and they're still opting to go for the fake. This is a very ballsy maneuver, but this could pay out big. Becky in middle spots out the player in the form of FNL, and look at that. That was the only line of defense, and Preezy have done it. They've taken over the B-bomb site, but yet both of the flames consume Virus. This has become a lot more competitive than I might have hoped for. But as you can see, Gizmy and Lean really opting to go for this. As right now, saving the weapons seems to be much more important for them, even though if they lose this round, they still have plenty of cash to reinvest. But you could see Monty Gen, they got caught off guard in that round.
Yeah, they really did. And unfortunately for them, they're not too disappointed. Obviously, Preezy getting now one away from tying this game could put some fear into these players. But at the end of the day, I don't think that they're actually going to be mindful too much about the situation that they've been kind of backed into. So lots of great gameplay from them. However, with the way that this game is looking, Monty Gen still has a huge advantage. Shield's going to be buying that op immediately, and you don't really have the same level of commitment that you can see getting spent here by Preezy. I don't think we're going to be seeing an op at all. So as long as Shield just keeps up the damage that they've been able to do in other games, they should be able to keep this lead in their favor.
And it should be the case. Shield, sniper rifle in hand, 50 cal Magnum. Should be good. Could pierce a tank with that thing. Surely you could get a kill one of the T players, but he has to be in your crosshairs first and foremost. And with so many smokes being deployed, you don't really see a damn thing now, do ya? Skies, though, alongside his teammates, doing a fantastic job of taking ram control. Surely the nade comes in, but meanwhile, they haven't lost a single player while it's attempting to have that control. So for Preezy, this is a really good start in the round. Sadly, though, they actually abandon all hope towards ramp. And even though Monty Gen does not have any map presence towards ramp, they don't really have a lot of info what's happening there either.
Yeah, not a lot to really work with here, but on a good note, we are going to be seeing Monty Gen backing up a bit here. And I think they might be over-committing to the rotate here. So, yeah, good. We are seeing them now reset, but this will be an A push no matter what. Or will it? Are they? No, they're committing to A. Yeah, absolutely committing to A.
35 seconds. Again, it's one of those late execs from Preezy. And this could work out. I mean, there's currently only 2 players holding the line, but Ryu is one of them, and Ryu has been firing it off. There we go, once again. Picks up the frag on Varus, will slow down the push, but yes, Preezy will have the bomb site. Oh, there we go. That's a nice Molotov being deployed. Becky will change his angle, but the bomb plant will commence. Nade's coming in. Another one there from Gizmy. Could be the difference maker. Oh gosh, that was so clean for Monty Gen. Skies, the only player left standing, goes for the wild spray. Dies in the end though, but Monty Gen, a nice little round from them. Kind of, it feels like the nade, the second nade for Gizmy was actually just left there below his feet, just in case a retake scenario like this might happen. I wonder if that really was the case of how a second grenade was just below his feet, but if that was, you know, the sort of pre-plan Monty Gen had coming into a round like that, I mean, that's solid stuff. Really solid stuff.
Yeah, Monty Gen, I kind of enjoy the way that they're able to adapt on the fly. With this game coming closer and closer to the end, even Monty Gen is still able to spice things up, and that's what we got to appreciate. I mean, they've been very consistent in their main ideas of what they want to pull off, what kind of strategies do they want to be able to pull through with, and I'm enjoying it. But now we're going to be seeing a new round here, another chance for them to come through. Can we see Preezy get at least one more?
Especially now, if this is a proper investment from the T side. If they fail here, money is in the bin. Were you, though? Oh, loses the opening fight. He's been so good at these, but now in middle, this is the first time we're seeing a proper mid-exec from either of these teams. Smoke being broken, but Gizmy, you gotta move in swift. Gets the frag on 1, but so far so good for Preezy. Also, you get the frag on the B bomb site, so for them, there's no way they should be losing a round like this. Shield taking a huge blunt of damage, but now Equip comes in. So yeah, this round is practically over. Gizmy could only think of saving that gun of his, as Preezy will secure themselves the 9th.
Wow. Pretty solid. And I think Gizmy is not going to get pushed here. Oh, he is. He is, and he's going to die. Okay. I honestly anticipated him to hit that shot, to be honest with you, but it's fine. Yeah. We're now going to see it 9-10. So, yeah, a real back and forth. Maybe the road to overtime here, Danny. I mean, based on the way Monty Gen has been playing it for most of the tournament, they know that overtime's pretty fun. I think we saw a quadruple overtime last time I saw these guys play. It's a little scary. So, I don't know. Lots of opportunities here.
Yeah, we'll see about that. kind of feels like the B side defense has been a little bit lacking here for Montigen. But you could also make the point that they haven't been in the best positions really to set up. But Preezy, he's got the confidence to even push through a smoke grenade like that. So they chuck in the Molotov for good measure. In fact, FNL is the only player standing on the B-bomb side. There's a lot of pressure on this one guy. Whereas the other forces of Montigen believe that this has to be an A hit eventually. But a bunch of counter Molotovs coming in. Lean is just going to go straight up in their faces. This could be the right play, but he goes down, and Gizmy is not there to back him up. Damage is being dealt, but it's simply not enough. Ryu swings out for more. A really ballsy maneuver from him. The nade doesn't connect. This at least slows down the imminent push from Preezy, but it's happening. On the A-bomb side, that's where they want to go. They could set up for some more smoke grenades, but really, it's going to come down to whether Shield with the AWP can hold the line.
So if they have what it takes, then lots of opportunity. Shield's op has been a real staple for Montigen, but honestly, its impact not as strong as it could have been. But wait a minute. Your Skies and Preezy Esports, they have snuck up on the A site and they want to push in.
Oh, bit awkward timing there, but Shield, once again, second time in a row. This time he gets it. Molotov, though, dealing a bunch of damage there on Griller. He has to go in for the peak. He is super low HP, wins. Oh, no! Takes care of Shield. And FNL with the right swing. Oh my goodness, Griller. An unbelievable round from this guy. Holding on to the bomb site, but it feels like he's holding on to his life by the skin of his teeth. And somehow, with 7 points of health, eliminates the last 3 players. So that is a huge round for Preezy, and on the back of it, yeah, 10-10. There's a current score, and Montigen don't really have a lot of money to work with, so it's simple eco, baby. And for Preezy Esport, you know what this means. It's going to be 11 on the board.
Wow. That's huge. Montigen might be losing their streak here, but hey, you're ruling them out because they have pistols, which is completely fair. But what if? what if, Danny? They have a chance, all right? You never rule them out. Well, you can. You can absolutely rule them out. We'll have to see if we need to. Unfortunately, it just gives me soloing A. Does have that Zeus, though.
Yeah, it could zap someone. He's going to be up close. But, yeah, from Preezy, you don't expect him to fail in a round like this, right? We're seeing the rotation there from Montigen, having all 5 players, so maybe a kill or 2. There we go. We gotta be precise with the Zeus as well. So, that's the 1 kill. But you're not expecting much more out of Montigen. I think what they've done already by picking up the 1 frag is plenty enough. But Preezy now, 11 rounds on the T side, Vertigo. And I'm thinking, this has to be the point in time where Montigen considers taking the timeout, right? They've been quite proactive when it comes to taking these timeouts. They took one on Nuke, they took one on Vertigo here as well, I think, in the first half when they were up 2-4 or something like that. So I would love to see the timeout out of them, but I guess it's not happening. We're just going to continue playing as it is. 11-10. Montigen have made the purchase a reality, but slowly but surely, I mean, you can see Preezy, they're suddenly changing things up the way they're playing. They're being more aggressive. They're being more proactive. Look at that. Some nade usage we haven't seen before. And I think that the pressure now is on Montigen. Oh, did you see that one?
Yeah, it's a little bit tense here over on this site. And ooh, Griller. The second you poke your head up, I think. Yes, FNL's gonna spot you. That's 1. That's not 2 though. Teammates backing it up. The blind finally fades, and unfortunately, you're out of ammo. You're stuck here, pistol only. And Virus will get the punish for you. Huge opportunities. Oh my God, it was just back and forth constantly.
What an ugly Ratus. Yes, Becky. Okay, gets the headshot on 1. Wants to slap down a few more players, but so much time remaining, he might have to reconsider his options. But with the bomb being dropped on the site, ooh, it could get awkward real fast if Montigen don't play this one together. As you can see, Becky's still anticipating that someone could come in with the lurk. But Montigen, so far, playing this one correct. Okay, there's the solo peek there from Shield, a bit scary, but it will be a round win for Monty Gen. Freezy, this time around, the push on the bomb side was, how shall I put it, sloppy to say the least. And well, you can see Monty Gen, I mean, they bounced back because of it.
You ever seen some pretty good fighting tactics from both of these teams, but with a tactical pause now coming to fruition in a 12-12 scoreline. Let me ask chat, guys, do you think that this is going to go to overtime, or will this be a game for either team in map 3, or will this be Monty Gen? You got 3 options: Monty Gen, Pressy Esports, or overtime.
Here as well, I mean, I'd love to see the tactical timeout being taken, because I do believe, if HLTV is correct, Asilian is in fact the co-chair of Pressy Esports, and Asilian has been the in-game leader for some Danish teams, sure, but I guess his most notable achievement that he was the in-game leader for a European mix by the name of Imperial back in the day. And well, let's see if that could be enough.
Here we go. What happened? What happened?
Right here, folks, looks like we're gonna get back into this one shortly. Looks like we are experiencing some technical difficulties, but don't worry, I'm sure the round is going ahead, and we'll be sure to get back into the matchup and see what's up. And yeah, I mean, we have to admit that that is a very exciting moment. I mean, 11-11, it's really going to be the difference maker. I think the winner of that round could potentially make a huge impact in the way that second map and potentially the best of 3 is played out. Saw that push there from Monty towards the B-bomb site, but in all fairness, with the scoreline being as tight as it is rather hard to say who can actually come out on top.
Yeah, let's hope that we're going to be seeing some good things, though. These guys have some pretty potent power, and, you know, opportunity costs are going to be weighed. And overall, I think we've seen such great gameplay from both of these two teams that it could really be anybody's. But as we need to figure out what's going to happen next, let's see what's going to happen next. I mean, there's just so much opportunity here. And, you know, let me ask you this. If we do get to Decider, who do you think takes it?
Man, I'd still have to go for Monty Gen. I mean, we saw how well their individuals can play on both the CT side, the T side. Like, for them, it's not really a big problem. And I think Ancient for them might be just a little bit better, because Ancient should be a better map for some of those individuals to shine. Though, admittedly, what we saw in Vertigo as well, I mean, Shield, Ryu, these guys have been doing a fantastic job. Gizmi as well, I mean, shout out to the UK scene. And I think a map like Ancient would lend itself just a little bit better for some of those individuals to have even, well, more impactful performances, let's say. And right now, considering what the current matchup is looking like, we'll just see how this one pans out.
Yeah, I kind of completely agree. I like what we're seeing from these guys, and, you know, let's hope that it pans out pretty well. So, Danny, I gotta wonder, though, with everything that's been going on, do you think Monty Gen is at all stressed about the potential outcome here? Because this has been a little bit too close for comfort from the way that they've been playing before.
Yeah, I mean, we got to touch on the format in that sense, right? Because luckily here, I mean, it's not like a do or die scenario for a lot of these teams participating in, say, the Apollo Series Phase 2. In comparison to, let's just say, the first phase, right, that we had not that long ago, there was basically a round-robin stage in which 4 teams would be playing in one group, and from there on out, we'd see who would get the better seed, who would play in the lower bracket, who would play in the upper bracket. This time around, we have more teams in the group, so I believe it is 5 teams per group, and there is the possibility for one team to say eventually not make it to the playoffs, right? And I don't think that Monty Gen is going to be one of those teams, right? Sure, I mean, you might end up losing your, let's say, couple best of 3s. That is definitely a possibility in a round robin format, but I do not see a world in which Monty Gen somehow fails here and doesn't even qualify for the playoffs, right? Because they were one of the teams that made it through the open qualifier, and that open qualifier was indeed stacked. It had some great opposition. I think it might have even had some teams from like the previous phase, right? Phase 1. So I think it might have been someone like Unity, from what I remember. There was one Lithuanian squad by the name of Grindus, now by the name of Granny's Knockers, who also tried to qualify, but I think they finished third or fourth. And yeah, I mean, the guys there from Monty Gen, they had to go through such a stacked open qualifier to qualify here to the main event. I'm sure they're hungry to try and play at the LAN finals eventually, and for sure, you know, for them to have that victory in the opening qualifiers does mean something. And okay, looks like we might be going back to the sort of analysis segment, because Monty Gen, 3 versus 1, Lonesome Griller remains, and well, this is such a difficult round for him.
Yeah, I mean, oh no, this could be actually GG. After all that we've seen, it might be coming to an end right here, right now, in a little bout, and yeah, it's over. Monty Gen takes it. Unfortunately, we're not able to see much of it, but we did witness quite the game today. Honestly, both of these teams, I think they fought pretty hard, but at the end of the day, one came out on top of the other.
For sure. I mean, props to Prezi to play that good best. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say okay best of 3, but that second map for sure. The first map was a bit of a one-sided affair, so no props to you. But that second map, you know, on Vertigo, it was close. It wasn't just like, you know, Monty Gen having some sort of substantial lead and then Prezi able to bounce back because Monty Gen simply didn't, you know, care that much about the outcome. I mean, no, from the get-go, this was a very close affair, a neck-and-neck affair between these two teams on Vertigo. And it did feel like, you know, like you said, that overtime is looking likely. That third map might be upon us. We might have to go to the jungle, but no, we saw that eventually Monty Gen, even when it, well, let's say this, it got a little bit awkward there in the end. Economy is not looking great. You might lose a round. Suddenly you're out of cash and you have to play for overtime. It felt like that could be the opportunity for Prezi to bounce back. But as we saw, Monty Gen, on paper the better team, succeeds here today.
Yeah, and with Monty Gen succeeding today, that is going to be all for our best of 3s for the day. Group Stage B is looking fierce, but Prezi Esports yet to win a map. Hopefully, we're going to see them eventually come back with some real fight. But with that being said, thanks again for watching the Apollo series. This is Series 1, Phase 2. My name is Edu. I've been joined by the wonderful Sir Danny. Shout out to everybody in chat. And Danny, thanks for being with me. But we will be seeing you guys tomorrow.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Skin.land is the site where you can sell your skin within 2 minutes and receive money on your card, crypto, or other payment methods. It's very easy. Look, put email address, set trade link, and bonus for you. Click on the gift, enter my promo code, and get $10 for free if you sell skins for $100. Pick skins you want to sell, click the payment method you want, confirm trade, receive your money. On Skin.land, you can also buy skins. Why Skin.land? The prices are much better than in Steam. You can check it yourself. Link in the description.
That's exactly what's gonna happen now as well. Easy. Checks it long, saw the mid, now has to go. Blue White on 1, Blue White on 2. What was that? Blue White! Oh my goodness, could have been another frag. Easy. Lead pushing in through here aggressively. On the line once more. Lampada thinks there's only one. Checks to the left side and now takes them all. Oh, Lampada on the spray transfer gets scored. He hasn't had the greatest of games right now, so he has to pull through for his team. Penny fine. That's what we want on music. Oh, the transfer! Down the spray transfer. Beautiful. He knows where the last one is as well. Lampada on the scout. Oh my God! What Lampada? What was that? What is that? What just happened?